That was the fastest 30 seconds I've ever seen in my born days. Welcome into the big show, ladies and gentlemen, and my pleasure to introduce to you today here on JTV Extra, live from Bead Fest 2023, the one and only, the talented, the handsome Wyatt White. Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
What are we doing today, Wyatt?
We are going to show some very interesting beads, stringing materials, as well as some leather.
Some leather.
Leather.
And if you don't know Wyatt, he is an extraordinarily talented young man. And you have been in this industry for how long? You can round it if you want to.
41 years.
41 years. Sammy hasn't even seen 41 years yet, so...
I was doing this before she was born.
So here's the thing. If you want to order any of these pieces that Wyatt, and then Rita's going to be up here in a little while, if you want to order any of these, it's not a pressure thing, but if you order it today, you receive an additional 10% off. It's called a Bead Fest price. So if you're watching at home on JTV Extra, take advantage of the 10%. 10% is 10%, right? Helps with the shipping in my world. Also, and Jamie, I'm not going to forget, we are having the JTV experience in September, right? That's when you guys come to our house, so to speak, and there's all kinds of classes of different stuff like that, and you meet everybody that's there. There's approximately 1,500 employees in that building. Then we have 4 offices overseas. That's not included in the JTV experience because the flight would be astronomical. I know, that would be super cool. But that is in September, and we are almost full. So if you would like to do that, please take a look at jtv.com, and you can learn all the information there. So with that said, it's so unusual, it's back to a regular show. JM Kit 1145 is the item number. This is going to be a set of mesh oval metal bead, silver and gold tones, 4 different sizes, and there's about 62 beads involved. Now we have an overhead cam, so you get a chance to see that, and then Wyatt's going to show us what he's going to do with them, and I'll give you the item numbers as we play along.
These things are delish. There's also round ones in here too.
Sweet.
Yeah, round ones. So, let's get started with this one. So I chose to use 3 different ones in 3 different sizes. So we've got, and you'll get to see the leather here shortly.
Yes.
But we have this type thing. So these have huge holes. And when I say huge, I mean like probably 6 millimeter.
So not large hole, huge holes.
Huge holes,
okay.
Yes. And so with this one, all I did was string the beads on, wrap some wire around one end, pull the wire through, wrap it here, and do the same there. Then I did the end like this, and I want to show you how to do this end. You might want to pop to the leather.
That leather is JM Kit 1416. By the way, the price on the beads, $43.99 is regular price. Jewel School Extra Deal, $22.99. If you buy them today, it's $20.69. We have a stretch pay of only $6.89 on the beads. And again, there's about 62 of them.
Yep. So, again, leather, bead, push it on, get it through, and then wrap it with wire. Now, I want to show you how I do the ends, because I think that's an important part of doing something this large. So this leather is very flexible, and how I do this is just get this straightened out here, and you're going to bend this over just like so. Now, let's see where are my hands. Let me get some of this out of our way.
You got a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, that's how I live with a lot of stuff. Then I just lay this across the bend here, like that. And then you bring this over and around, and each time you pull and wrap, pull and wrap, and pull and wrap.
Kind of like bend and snap, right?
Pretty much. Then you're going to use your cutters. You're going to cut a very, very serious diagonal and flip that piece of wire off. Now that's very sharp. So why I do that is so that I can drive this up the side, in between the two pieces of leather, and slightly bend it so that this comes up through the center.
And the point helps get it up through
The point helps get it up through there. And then you're going to pull this really tight, and then pull the other one really tight, and make sure that these all line up so it looks all professional. And once you get done with that, then you sort of untwist this, which makes the wrapping even tighter.
How about that?
Okay. And then you snip right inside here and right over here. And now you're ready for a big old S clasp or whatever type of clasp you want to put on this thing. So a lot of people have trouble using this big leather, but this stuff is awesome. I mean, look at that.
Very nice.
It's just a great, great thing. And these you can continue to bend because there's wire in there. So you can just bring it over like so.
Cool.
Okay.
Now, if you would like the leather, it is item number JM Kit 1416. It's going to be a set of 3 in natural light brown, blue, and gray, about 15 meters. $87.99. Your Bead Fest price is $47.69. So your stretch pay there is under $10.
Yep. Now I want to show you what tying a knot can do. So firstly, this is just an overhand knot. You tie one on one side, and then you tie the other one. What I like is a double knot, which is another pretty simple knot. It's just an overhand in through the center with another one over and in through here.
So it's a double.
It's a double. But when you pull this tight, you have to make sure that this all folds down so that the knot comes nice and tight right next to the bead. Kind of like if you're tying pearls, you want this to be nice and tight. Look at that. Isn't that nice?
Beautiful. And that double knot actually is quite decorative, don't you
Yeah,
think?
it's definitely decorative. You can see up here where I did the double knot on this piece, and then I just took some 20 gauge wire. Why? Because Susan said that's what you use for everything.
And we listen to Susan.
Yes, we do. And you just wrap that into the crevice of the knot. And it just gives it a really cool look, I think. Just gives it a little zip to that. Okay.
Oh, the little bell tells me it's time to give something away. Here comes Jamie.
I thought Robert's going to do it.
Yeah,
oh,
no, you
can
draw. You're the guest.
I'll draw.
Yeah, I read.
Okay.
That's what I get to do. Take out your tickets, everyone. It's time to give something away. What are we giving away?
$25 gift certificate to JTV.
$25. That would buy the beads right there.
Yep.
863-217. 217.
Aha!
Right here.
Congratulations.
To my left. Thank you very much. I can't wait till the bell tolls the next time. Who does it toll for? It tolls for me. Okay, where were we?
Well, we were working on leather.
Yes.
But I think we're pretty much done with the leather.
We're going to magnesite.
We're going to the magnesite.
Yes. Item number is going to be DKV023A. It's 20 by 10 magnesite. It's double drilled, and it's about 8 inches in its length. I am a huge fan of magnesite, not only because it's beautiful as is, but it is one of those stones that takes dye better than most any other stone. So you can, if you dye it, you can get the look of perfection in turquoise, etc.
This is all that's left of my strand of magnesite. Because I used it with something, and I'm going to show you what I used it with. I should probably have some of my other stuff up here, I've realized. So I'll just show you the finished piece. So what I did, here is this is the magnesite, of course, and then I've got this that you're going to be seeing this afternoon. This is what's called a stone frame, or a bead frame stone frame. And instead of just doing like most people like to do, is put 2 strands through there and you have either stretch material or whatever. I wanted to like shake it up a little bit because that's what I like to do.
As he will.
And so I just put the strands through here. Before, of course, I did not do the ends until afterwards. Put these through, and then put this through here. Normally, somebody would put a bead in that hole. I decided it might be interesting to just leave it plain. So that's what I did. Came over, did another, and then at the end, you just push the 2 ends of the memory wire through this bead that came in a 1 pound thing that's coming up on the next show at 2:30. So I was doing a little grab from here and used to there.
Yeah.
And then that also has the memory wire in the next show. But then we also have, in the memory wire, you also have these fabulous little ends. And that kit also comes with the glue for that.
So it's you just put a little glue in there.
Put a little bit of glue on there, and then set it aside. It's a cyanoacrylate glue.
Cyanoacrylate.
Yeah. So that is what that is one of those really fast drying glues.
Why don't they call it fast drying?
Well, because they have to call it by the
proper name.
Chemical name.
The chemical
Yes.
name, okay.
And then I leave it to at least set overnight.
Yes.
But it's not like the real runny glue. It's it's actually the Beadalon gel adhesive.
Okay.
So you can get a little tiny dot on there and then guide in your memory wire ball end, 3 millimeter, and that just goes on and it sticks, and you finish it and leave it overnight, which I did last night, and now it's ready. Fun. It'll fit anybody.
What do you think about that, Slammin' Sammy? Huh? Yeah, I like it. Love magnesite, as is or dyed, either one. So if you want the magnesite, and remember, it's approximately 8 inches, it's only $26.09 as your Bead Fest price. Keep in mind that price will go up
at
with
midnight.
Bead Fest. Yes, at midnight tonight. Also, I have just been informed that there's 100 spots left for the JTB Experience in September, and it's the 20th through the 22nd. 100 spots will go in a hurry.
Yes, it will. It's a really fun time. All right, so now the topaz round I don't have up here.
What?
Yeah, could we get the topaz up here?
The topaz. Sarah! We're missing a product, it seems to me.
Well, we could go to the matte rose.
Yeah,
and
we'll go to the rose quartz and the lapis.
Yep. All right.
I love this matte finish.
Yeah, this.
Yes. So this is going to be item number JLW 12176. Bead Fest price on this is going to be only $44.99. It's a strand of matte rose quartz, the Love Stone, and also lapis lazuli or lazuli, depending on where you're from. And both of these are widely used at Jewel School. One of our favorites to put on the screen. I especially love the lapis because it has such a wonderful history behind it, from eyeshadow to sculpture to paint, and even to this day, if you try and buy a lapis paint, it costs you a lot of money. And what are you going to do with it?
Well, we have nice big holes, so we have some really, really fabulous pink. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, there's the full magnesite.
Well, that would be beautiful
so you
as
can
a
see,
bracelet right there.
Yeah,
wouldn't
just
it?
like this.
Yeah.
You can knot in between. You can put it on stretch material. You can do wire wrapping
Yep.
and do all of that. You can make earrings with double drops, all kinds of things. Beautiful, beautiful.
2609 to get a hold of that.
Yep. All right, now we're talking about these guys. These have huge holes. So
You're breaking out the pink leather.
they happen to have some really beautiful metallic pink leather. So what I did with this, I like to kind of get all the little kinks and stuff out of it because I'm going to do some tying with it.
If you would like the pink leather JM Kit 1275B, it is 1.5 millimeters in diameter, and you get 10 millimeters of it. It's $26.99.
I just love your low voice when you say that.
Oh.
It sounds like so professional.
Everybody knows that's not the case.
No, I think they know that it's the case. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm stringing the first bead, which sometimes can be a little interesting, but my trick for using the diagonal cut also works well with leather.
Cool. Which makes the tip smaller.
Right.
Gets it started, and then you can pull it all the way through.
Then you can just force it.
Okay.
Just like this. Of course, when it's live, it gives you some trouble, but that's all right.
Ooh, t-shirts.
Oh.
So you take a handy dandy plier.
Yeah, or not a round nose. Bad idea.
Okay.
Because that just smashes it.
You know this is a 1 hour show, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I only have 30 minutes of it.
Rita's toe tapping already over there.
Yeah.
So.
She's like, yeah, this is not working out well for me.
There you go. No.
No. I have the tip, but I'm going to break it off, I think. You know, well.
Normally at this time I say don't try this at home, but.
Yeah. We're just going to try. We're just going to try a slightly different bead.
Okay. Maybe that one was under drilled.
Yeah, or and then I'm going to flatten it.
Ooh.
Don't tell anyone you can flatten it.
Okay.
But it does make it a little wider, but it makes it somewhat thinner, flatter, wider.
Yeah.
And
it is through. Wyatt.
All right.
It took 41 years of experience to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to bring this down here. I want these to be the same size because these may or may not end up as earrings.
Really?
Yeah. So what we're going to do, let's see, I need to bring a little bit more of that down. So I have some more to wrap around. All right, now you're just going to take this longer string of leather and you're going to make an overhand and then pull this under. I believe this is called a half hitch. And you're going to tie that same half hitch knot down to where you're going to put on the next bead.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep tying that and it'll make this fabulous little swirl from all the knots being the same. Only this time it pulled and made the loop smaller.
Oh.
It's not letting go. Okay, this is not going to be a pair of earrings. These are going to be two keychains. So we're going to pull this through
Well, you got to have
several
a place for
times.
your keys.
That's true.
Yeah. How many of these can you make in a day?
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on if I'm on live TV or not. So it's just over the bottom cord, and then bring this through.
As
Very
I tell
simple.
every guest that joins us, right before we come up, I simply say it's only 125 million homes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, since these are not going to be matching,
Okay.
we can put the second bead on. And that's going to be lapis, because what goes better with lapis and pink?
Rose quartz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Now we still have our flattened ends, so that's going to make it even easier to get this one through, so he says.
Uh-huh.
That's just like wire wrapping. You can get away with quite a bit. Rita's coming.
Don't make Jamie get the hook now.
Okay.
Okay.
No hook, Jamie.
I think somebody planted some beads on you.
I think they did too, but you know what you can do? You can just go over it.
Okay.
So put it on the short side, and that makes the pattern look just a little bit different.
But it's a keychain. It's fine.
Right.
Yes.
You could also use this same technique to attach silk if you want to bypass using French wire.
Okay.
Because you can do the same thing, and then you just have a nice little spiral in tiny silk.
I love that little spiral.
Yeah, it's really, and it's so easy to do. That's the great thing about it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
time to give something away. You keep working. I'll grab the ticket. How's that? Okay. 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 I have a fresh one. Get out your tickets. 863 2 0 7. Right in the front row.
Woo-hoo!
And it's time for t-shirts.
It's a t-shirt toss.
It's a t-shirt toss. Now, I promise there is no bias in this whatsoever, so I will come out here and I will not look either way. So I'll go like that, okay? And then I'll go like that, and I'll throw it right in the middle, and like that, and okay, there you go. Okay, we have more t-shirts coming, though.
The bias was not apparent at all.
Okay, good.
Beautiful.
Good. Beautiful. That's the word I use anytime we're in like a furniture store or a tile store, and I've had enough. Kim will say, "What do you think of this?" I say, "Beautiful." That means we go. Okay, where are we?
We are just about to the end of this little keychain.
Okay.
Then just a little drop of glue. And cut, cut.
Cut, cut.
And you've got your non-matching
Non-matching
keychain.
keychain. Well, say one's for your car keys and one's for your, home
Right,
keys.
right. All right. Lastly,
Yeah. Okay.
you can't get away with not putting pink on pearls. Oh, you have that
that's true,
too.
yes.
This is not lastly. That's lastly.
Yes, that's lastly.
So I stole pearls from the next group of
did you
things.
now?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And these are actually very, very easy to do. So with this, you actually don't need a knotter, but it goes much faster if you have a knotter. So it's just an overhand knot. Pull the pearl through, and the rest of the pearls. Tighten it up.
Yep.
Drive this down. Then I'm going to put a little knot in the end of this because
They'll slide off.
history tells me that that's how pearls end up on the floor.
Oh.
So we're going to do this here. And I'm pulling from under here
Yep.
to just pull this down nice and tight right next to the end of the pearl. And voila. Then to finish this, we're just going to tie a simple slip knot,
Okay.
which is this. Go over and back through here. Now with leather, you don't want to pull it too tight because it tends to be a little sticky.
Yes.
So you want to pull this so that you got it about the same place on the other side. Over, back under here, and boom. You got you a bracelet.
Got yourselves a bracelet. All right, one more item. The topaz. Item number is going to be JLW 12175. It is classic, durable, wearable every single day topaz. It's 6 millimeters. I don't know the carat weight on this off the top of my head. I'd say 20, 25 carats, give or take a little bit. $49.49. Wait a minute. This is untreated topaz. You don't see that very often. You can get that home for $9.89. Remember, the price is good through midnight tonight. Bead Fest price. What do you got?
Well, I didn't do anything with this.
Okay.
So I'm going to open this and make a very quick little earring out of it.
Sweet.
Because a little bit pricier materials should be broken up into
Earrings.
So just do a little loop, like so.
You've made a few of those.
A couple.
Yeah.
I was looking for my other pliers, but they don't seem to be here from the show this morning. Nope, not the multi-pliers. Is what I was
The
looking for,
multi-plier, yeah, yes.
All right, and this we're just going to do a fun little thing with. Cut this about that distance. Make a little coil on the bottom. Just a nice little coil.
Okay.
Like so. And then when I take these pliers.
Multiplier.
Oh, thank you. And then I'm going to leave that on the bottom and put this into about right here and do
a twirl.
That with it. Now all you have to do is put that on an ear wire.
How cool is that?
And you're ready to go. Super simple, but really fun. You can get the exact same curl on that by putting it at the same distance down the nose of the pliers. Or don't have them match.
There you go.
You can do that.
Live on the edge.
Live on the edge.
Hey, would you show your multiplier right there?
Oh, sure.
I saw this the other day, and I thought it was the greatest invention, and oddly enough, Wyatt invented it. And I'm like, that is so cool because with the two different plier heads on the same grips, you don't have to change plier. You all right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the wire off the floor.
Okay. You don't have to...
I can't do a show without dropping something. Oh. Got it.
Got it. Using his multiplier. I think we have those on the website. I'm pretty sure we do.
They're from the show this morning.
Yes.
So you can look there. You can look at the JTV website. They're everywhere. Thank goodness.
They are super cool, though. Yeah, Susan was using that last week, or seems like last week. It was Monday on the show.
So here, instead of having to put down and pick up, you're just going to turn this, bring this around, loosen, grasp here, roll this around, and then if you pick the cutters up without putting the other pliers down, you get even more efficiency.
Time is money.
Yep. Put another bead on. This happens to be a untreated topaz. And this time I'm going to do a nice tight one right here so that you can see what you need to do. Just bring this so that that can bend over like so. It's around to here, down to here, and done. Pick this up, cut that off.
Do you ever cut your fingers?
All the time.
Okay, I was just wondering.
But I can't cut them any week of the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Because then it's not good to have blood.
No.
What's worse are wire pops.
Yes.
Yeah, when it just, especially with memory wire, you pull it out and
wow,
and you're bleeding.
That's not a good thing.
Not at all.
Wyatt, you've got another show coming up here at
2:30.
2:30. And what are you going to be doing in that show?
I believe that's like a make-along, type of thing.
Make-along. That means you'll be down here on tables, and Wyatt's going to show you how to make things, and you get to take it.
Make things and take it.
Free stuff, in other words, right?
More free stuff. Woohoo!
More free stuff. And Wyatt is going to amble off to the right here, and Rita's going to join. And I think if you want to come down and take a gander real quick, we have these wonderful lights coming up, and also we have the kits with the hammers. And I don't know if you were here yesterday, but Rita was making a lot of noise with these hammers. So that's all coming up here in just a second.
I like to call it "Get Hammered" with Rita.
I will not comment on such such as that, but and she's saying no way, no way. Wyatt, it's always good to see you.
Thank you.
I'm leaving right after, so
Yep.
the next time are you come down to the J anyway soon?
I would never miss a trip down there. I'm just not sure when it's going to happen. For sure, September.
September the 20th through the 22nd.
Some very, very cool artists coming, and
Yes.
some very, very cool pieces of jewelry you'll be making.
Exactly.
Lots of fun.
It's good to see you.
Good seeing you too.
I'll see you in September.
Thank you. Yes, for
in
sure.
the South. Uh-oh, time to give stuff away. Excuse me, I gotta
Okay,
go
go
do
give stuff
my
away.
job. Let's see here. All right, gang, get your tickets out. What? Okay, you really want to get your
Everything.
tickets out? This is a $100 gift certificate, okay?
Yeah.
We're giving 25 of them away. Is that what you said? Oh, one. Okay. 863. Oh, they're all 863, sorry. 2 1 1. Ah! Right there. I like to watch the faces. It's kind of like me with a lottery ticket, you know. I lose again. All right. This is all I have, I do believe. 3 remaining. Dean, do you have a shirt? Okay.
Thank
Dean's
you.
been to every one of these shows, but she already has his shirt. Do you need another one? Okay. All right. That makes one available. We'll go right there, over there, right back there. That's all I got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, look at that. Slamming Sammy Jr. Aw. Okay, we're bringing in the one, the only. Of course, that's my introduction there. Rita Panula, she is going to be with us, and she has a lot of stuff. Now, do you want some folks down here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if any of you, we have 3 spots down here to play along in the big show. If you like to hammer things, take out frustrations, yeah, come on down. Imagine it's Wyatt down there, and just have at it. And while you're there, during the show, Rita is going to be showing you some of these kits where you can do the metal stamping, etc. But also I want you to pay special close attention to the lighting. And we talk about this a lot at the J. Magnification and lighting really helps you do what you love to do. And this is a light that I've never presented before, and Rita is here to show it. Is it brand spanking new?
It is. We debuted it on JTV. It was an exclusive, and it's available on JTV.
There we go. So we're going to talk all about that for the next, say, 30 minutes. And remember, prices today are 10% off because of Bead Fest at midnight tonight. Those prices will go right back up. So if you want to save some coin, I'm sure all of you have the JTV Go app on your phone. What? I'm sure all of you will download the JTV Go app onto your phone. My mic's dead. Okay. If you have the JTV Go app, you can go ahead and order all this goodness. Are my batteries gone there, Andrew? Uh-oh, technical difficulties. It happens when you're on location. Okay?
Okay.
Rita?
Are we ready?
I think we're ready. The question is everybody ready for you?
I don't know about that.
I
What do
don't
we
know
think?
about
Are we
that.
ready? I think we're ready.
I think we're ready. Rita, Rita. If by chance you had were here for the panel yesterday, I asked 4 of our designers there a little bit of their backstory, and it's always fascinating to hear how someone gets in to what they do. And for Rita, she grew up in it from age 7, I do
7.
believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, age 7, and you basically hung out in your bead stores and everything
Local
else.
bead stores and anything I could get my hands on to make jewelry with.
Yeah. Did you ever like go to school, or did you just hang out in the Bead?
I did.
Bead store? Okay.
I went to the Art Institute.
Can I fix your microphone
Sure.
because it's pointed down?
That's
Hang on just a
why.
second. Yes.
All right. Let's see. Better?
Is that better?
Do you hear me? Is it better?
No. Okay, we're going to have to switch up.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to give you an item number, and or I need a little sheet there so I can give you the item number, and then I will just hand the mic over, or I'll hold it for Rita as we go through here.
Yes.
So what are we going to start
The
with,
sheet
Miss
number?
Rita? Are we starting with the kit?
We are starting with a kit. We're just going to go to town. So, what we have that's exclusive to JTV, okay, is our premium metal stamping kit. It encompasses everything that you need to start your journey. Okay, and inside this box, I'm going to grab the box just so you
Box
can see.
grabbing. Oops.
It's all about the unboxing experience, I feel. So there we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So when you open your box, you have all of your tools, and I'll go through that. But what's great about this is sometimes you don't have the Rita in your head to tell you what to do. So we made this really great step out that shows you exactly how to begin metal stamping and what you need to do. So this is really, I think, perfect. It's kind of like having me in your home.
Yikes!
Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So, in that kit, you have a signature homeroom set. So, something about signature that you should know that is only really available to JTV is that these steel stamps are rated for harder metals. So, your 14, 24 karat gold, your stainless steel, if you're stamping on stainless steel, if you're doing spoon jewelry, okay, or you are stamping on forks, butter knives, stainless parts, brass, copper at thicker gauges. This is a stamp set that you want to use, okay? And we did not do an upper and a lower. We did more of a unicase font, which is kind of like the in-between. Not as whimsical, more straight up and down, and super easy to stamp. Okay, so that's included in that kit.
The kit item number is JS Kit 0016. Price today is only $89.99. Tomorrow it will be a minimum of $10 higher. So I'd buy it today.
So before we really go into it, I just want to tell you how much value is in this kit. This stamp set alone retails at $78. So you're getting everything to start your journey.
Yes.
In this box at the price of today, $89.99, okay? Tomorrow, $99.99, right?
$10 is $10.
$10 is $10, it's gas, right?
Yeah.
It's blanks, it's beads. The next thing in your kit is Impress Arts Ergo Angle Hammer. This hammer is specifically designed to metal stamp. Once you hold that in your hand, ladies, even down there, you'll notice that you'll want to just go forward with it. It's more of a dead blow hammer. It has a brass head. And now we really recommend a brass-headed hammer for two reasons. If you take just a regular household hammer, a steel hammer, when you hit steel on steel, it could do one of two things. It could spark, which is terrible, or it compromises the stamp itself. It will crack it, okay? Also, how many of you tried stamping before? Okay. Did you use a steel hammer? Okay, so I'm saying, sometimes when you use a steel hammer, it bounces, okay, when you hit steel on steel. So you're getting a little bit of an impression where you're holding your stamp, and because it bounces, you get a little bit of a shadow or a ghost impression up top. So I know I see a lot of head shaking. The brass is soft, so when you hit that stamp, it absorbs the shock, and you're not gonna get that double impression. Okay, so that's why it's really important, that you have a brass head hammer, and also your block. A lot of people ask, oh, I could use it on marble. You don't want to use it on marble. You need a steel base when you are metal stamping, not even a block of wood, steel block, okay? So you get a 4x4 bench block also in this box, all right? You also get the water-based enamel marker. Now, I do a lot of production work. and I throw my pieces in a tumbler after. I actually antique my pieces before I put them in the tumbler. They come out, the rest of the ink is gone, and my enamel is settled into the impressions. So this is not going to come out if you're selling a piece and they are, you know, using any kind of essential oil, or they're hand washing. This is going to stay inside the impression, okay? Also in that kit are stamp guides. These stamp guides are great. We have two kinds of guides. These are sticker guides, and then we have the jigs, and I'll get into that a little later. You guys have that in front of you. This sticker guide has instructions, the first couple of pages, which are super important. But in here, you'll see there are aids to do your personalization around your disc and across your disc. By using these guides, you're going to have everything lined up perfectly, and your spacing is going to be right on the point. So I'm going to demonstrate these. Let's open up this letter set.
That's a lot of stuff for $89.99.
Well, there's a very large practice blank in there as well, so you could just get used to using your hammer with it. But I'm going to pull out. Now this is, let's see, what number is that? Blank variety pack, okay? It's a bunch of, it's just for JTV. It's a bunch of brass, aluminum, and copper pieces. Let me pour that out for you.
JST 796, bead fetch price $62.99.
Now this is just, it's a lot. There are a lot of pieces that you could make.
Your mic is good.
Oh, my mic is good. Okay, good. All right. So you have your brass, you have your copper, and your silver is your alchemy and your aluminum. Now, alchemy is our metal, okay? It's made by Impress Art. It's very similar to pewter. It's a lead-free, tin-based alloy. It's very soft. It's hypoallergenic. It doesn't corrode. It's actually our alternative to sterling silver. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of the round alchemy blanks. I'm going to place it right in the middle of my block, and I'm going to pull out my sticker guide. I'm going to go across. I'm going to bring it down, line it up to where my hole is, and drag that sticker down and put it exactly where I would like my personalization. All right, I need a name. Anybody?
Anyone got a name?
Any name? Bianca. Okay. Hi, Bianca. Okay, so I'm going to pull it out. When I'm stamping, I always like to have my letter set on my non-dominant side. So I'm not reaching over, I'm not switching fingers, and my hammer's on my dominant side. So I have my hammer on my right side. I'm going to pull out my name that I'm stamping.
B. You're going to miss me, aren't you?
Yes, I am. But good news, I'll be there for a week in September.
Whee!
To torture you. All right. So here we go. So I have my letters pulled out. And then I have my middle line, which is the orange line here. Now I'm working with a 3mm font. Okay, so I'm going to use my space in between my hash marks. And the great thing about these sticker guides is you can write on them. So I'm going to split my name right inside my hash marks, my black and my orange. I'm going to take my stamp, place it down flat, lightly drag it. Now this sticker is thick, so it creates a ledge. So your stamp hits it. It'll hit against it, making a ledge so your stamp rests on it. So flat down, lightly drag that down. Once you feel that restriction of that sticker and you're lined up, you're going to put a little bit of pressure on that stamp, take your hammer, and give it a nice hit. And there is your first letter. And then you're just going to follow suit. And it's not a race, you know, it's a craft. You have to learn your stamps. Sometimes I get the question, oh, your A looks different from my A. It's not that my A is any different on a piece than your A. It's just that I tweak it. Maybe I'll turn it to the left a little bit. You know, make the set your own, okay? So I'm going to bring down my I, my A, my N, my C, and my A. And now with stamping, you should always make sure that you have a flat surface, a sturdy surface. I don't suggest doing it on a bouncy card table.
You mean what we have now?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it does bounce and, you know, it gets a little distorted. But if you're working on a table in your home, please don't work on a glass table.
Duh.
And maybe if it's not so sturdy, you could move your set over one of the legs of the table just to have a more steadier, secure surface. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to pull my sticker off. And I'm going to see that I'm nice and lined up. My spacing is perfect. I'm going to come in with my enamel marker.
Is this where we cue the paper towels again?
I thought about it
Wow.
before. See, I'm on my game today. I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and I'm going to lightly dab it and lightly wipe. Now, you should wait a little longer, but I don't have patience. All right, and you're going to see that, let's see if I could get that without a shadow. Do you see it? Whoop.
Whoop, fumble.
There we go.
Yep.
You're going to see that the enamel fills in the impression so it pops right off of that metal. Okay?
Cool.
So there we go. We're nice and straight. Well, I'll turn it that way. I never get that. I always go
Everything's,
left when I should go right. I go right when I should go.
reverse and upside down on television
Oh,
when you're looking at the monitor. Yeah,
okay.
it's tricky.
All right, so that's what you need in the kit. Now, with the other circles, you see that, you know, what's on trend right now are the necklaces with the discs and the names around the bottom. We have a sticker for that as well. And that is these right here. They're round stickers, and you basically do the same exact thing like I did with the straight sticker, but instead of pulling down, you're going to push up with those. And I'll show you that really quickly.
And all of this, less this part, is included in that
Yes.
kit. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, also in the kit, to start, okay, you do have 4 projects. And those 4 projects I'm going to get to next, and they are aluminum 3D cubes, okay? And they come with 4 jump rings. These are key rings, but they could also double as pendants on a necklace. If you have any beaded chain or leather cord, these make great, great projects. Also, just to put, because I always like to, me and Susan always like to break it down, okay? So the kit is, the kit is $89.99, okay? If you choose to do this as something that you want to add to your store or your craft, or you want to sell these right now go for $18.99, $18 to $22 a piece, meaning you could make them and sell them for $22 for one. So after you've sold all 4, you've made all your money back on your stamps, your hammer, your entire kit.
And the rest is profit.
The rest is profit.
There you go.
Okay, so that's inside the kit. And I'll demo this in a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to start with love for the round.
Aw.
Aww.
All
Again,
you need is...
all you need is love.
Okay.
I'm going to write my letters on my sticker guide. And now instead pulling down, I'm just going to take a little piece of tape and just secure it.
Now,
Okay.
if you don't do that, there's a chance it could slip, right?
It could slip. So
Okay.
in your kit also you have a roll of tape, white tape. Okay, and in that you're just going to tear a piece off and put it straight across so it secures your blank to the block. I just like to do everything the difficult way.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you're going to come in and instead of pulling down with this, you're going to pull up. So flat, line it up, and you're going to pull up. And you're going to feel that ledge in that sticker. And there is my L.
So I notice you're not hammering nearly as hard as yesterday.
No, I'm not. Today I'm using alchemy, which is a soft metal.
Okay. So it takes the hammer better.
Yes, it
Gotcha.
takes the hammer
Okay.
better. It leaves a nicer impression because it's a softer metal, as opposed to the copper or the brass.
Yes. Because I was scared yesterday.
I know I was hammering a
Yes,
lot yesterday.
yes.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do my E, pull my sticker guide off. Let's color that in so it's easier for you to see. We're going to wait a couple of seconds this time. Usually I like to sing. Do you want to
Sure.
sing? Go ahead.
What do you want to sing?
Anything.
I could sing item number JS kit 0016 is the kit number. By the way, there's only about 25 of them currently available, so if you want it, hurry up. And then all of the blanks that are in this area, $62.99. And then next we're going to get to the pinch bales, pliers, and 168 pinch bales.
So there you go. So now you have your letters along the bottom of that piece. And you could also, you know, bring your letters in closer if you'd like. All right. So that's how you do around the circle. Now the projects in the kit are these aluminum bars.
Yes.
And I like these aluminum bars because I think they're super easy. Now, they are 1/4 inch bars, and your stamps are 3 millimeter. You definitely want to tape these down.
Because they will go flying.
They will go flying, unless you don't like the person next to you. Then don't tape it down. So with the 3 millimeter stamp, if you place your stamp right above it, I'm going to do, let's do love again. Okay, you'll see that your shank will fill up the entire bar. Okay, so you don't really need your sticker guide for this. You're going to place it and make sure that you're in the middle. The edge of your shank is going to meet the edge of your bar. Okay, you always want to make sure when you're stamping that that impress art on the shank is facing you. So I'm coming down, giving it a nice hit. You shook, I shook. We both shook. Let's see. All right, let's get that down there better. All right, I'm coming in. There's my L. There is my O. And I think I have my V here. Or did I put my V back?
You can spell lobe.
I can.
Yeah.
How did we lose a stamp?
I don't know.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh.
Okay. And your V and E. And that's all just lining up the edge of your metal to the edge of your stamp. You could color these in, same as the other metals. Lightly dab it and then lightly wipe.
Oh, time to give something away while you're building stuff.
And there you have it. Now these look really nice if you want to put family names on each side of them. Okay, you could add even a birthstone crystal to them, and you could put it right on that jump ring.
And you just made a keychain, a necklace, a pendant,
That's
what have
it.
you. Yeah, awesome. Or sell it for $22.
Exactly.
Ticket number 863 221. Right there in the second row. Big bag to match your carry bag there with polka dots and everything. Thank you very much.
Let's see what else we have.
Okay,
Okay.
that's important.
That's important.
Yes, you wanna skip
so
down
we're
there?
going to do that. Do you want to skip down there, or do you want to do a ring really quickly to make and take with these ladies?
Let's do make and take real quick.
Well, we could do both.
And then the light at the same time.
Okay.
Now we're juggling, okay?
Yeah, we're juggling.
This light is muy importante. It is item number JSKIT 0013.
Okay, so how many of you struggle with seeing?
Oh,
If I could raise my hands and my feet. So everything with a magnifying glass on it, I absolutely love. but when I work with things, I like to record as well. Okay, and I had, my bench was loaded with different apparatuses of things to record, to take pictures, for lighting, my magnifier, the light's not strong enough, so I have another light that I have to pull down. So we put a lot of thought into this. This is our maker light, okay? It comes with a 2-inch attachment that you could attach to any surface, okay? It has a USB plug that you can either use in your USB strip on your craft table or your bench block. It has different tones of light, which is fantastic. I'm gonna just flip this over and go through. So we have the warm, the light, the warm, and the blue light. Now, if anyone does seed bead work or working with metal, it's very hard to see sometimes with the reflection of either a glass piece that you're working on, an aurora, your AB finish, or your metals are very hard to photograph because of light. I'm usually, using a piece of paper to shield and, get that reflection out of the glass. The different temperatures of these lights work well with your beads and your metal when you're photographing or you're videoing. So that's why we chose that. Also, with this light, there is a magnifying glass. If you guys could see through that, could you say? Video. Am I big? Yeah. You could see everything. It's amazing, okay? So it's completely adjustable. You can have it in front of you. This is also great if you just want to look fabulous. I do suggest the dim lights to get rid of some imperfections in the skin. It's great for stitching. It's great for embroidery. It's great for knitting. I mean, anything really. I actually pulled a splinter out of my own finger.
If you get it today, it's $69.29.
Yes.
After today, it will probably be $77. So, and this is exclusive, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we are not done.
Oh.
So, like I said, I had a bunch of different apparatuses on my desk, whether I'm doing Facebook Lives or sometimes, during COVID, I had to Skype into JTV a lot. This now took away everything else that I have, okay, and embodies everything that I need. So we also have this phone attachment. Now, I know everybody's like, phone attachment, how are you gonna see through the magnifying glass? Okay, guys, smartphones, all right? Your phone will automatically take the magnification out of it. All right, so I'm gonna show that really quickly. So you could either use this on the back end or the front end if you're doing a Facebook Live and you wanna just look a little fresh, okay? But I'm going to show you first how it looks on the top of the lights. Okay, so I would use this if I am doing a demo, and it moves completely around. So if you are videoing horizontally or vertically, you can adjust that as needed. I don't know if is there an overhead that we could see?
You can move forward just a little bit,
I
believe. Up, back a little bit.
Oh,
There's
there
your
we go.
preview, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so we see that magnification. Once you put your photo and your video on, and you're looking through your phone, it's not magnified anymore. It's real time. So your phone auto corrects that for you, okay? This is great also if you're doing some stitch work and you really need it down, where are we? Down low to record, you're getting a really tight shot, okay? And it moves really smoothly. It's just an amazing piece. Okay, now, if you're doing a Facebook Live or you're just Skyping or doing a Zoom call and you're doing it from your phone, taking an online class, you can always turn that around, okay? And now you have your phone attachment. So you have that nice light when you're looking into it. Even if you have a pair of earrings that you want to photograph, okay, and you want it on, instead of putting it on a bust or a neck, now you're actually seeing the photograph that you're taking, and you could adjust the contrast on your phone to take that picture. All right? So a little bit about the light. It has it's about 200 lumens, and it lasts, if you left your light on and walked out, the lifespan of this light is, I think it's 28 years.
Well, I hope
So
you come back
you're-
in that amount of time.
Well, there you go. I hope you come back.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it will
It's
not
gonna
burn out.
last,
It's
right.
gonna last. Definitely gonna last. And what I like to do is I do a lot of work at different shows, and some of them happen to be outside. This could come with you. Because it's a USB, all you need is a power bank, okay, that you could pick up at any Target, Walmart, whatever. And the power bank, all you're gonna do is charge it and you plug it in. So now this is all ready to go. So if you're outside at a festival and you're doing, you're selling, this is definitely the tool that you can bring with you as well.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, that is only $69.29.
Yeah.
Stretch pay, if you want to try it, you can get it home, try it for 30 days if you want to. Okay? It's $13.85, and that price good through midnight tonight. So do give that a go. There it is on your screen, those of you watching at home. It comes in a beautiful box, I might add.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful. Do we have the box?
And we're going to give away something here.
That's right. We have a box. We have a giveaway. I get very distracted. Sorry. Very excited. So this is my baby. I did a lot of product and R&D on this, and I swear by it.
So you really like it?
Yes.
You're saying, okay.
I really wanted my signature on it, but they said no.
No. Why don't you just metal stamp it?
I tell them Wyatt has his signature on tools. I want my signature on tools.
Okay. So we're giving this away right
Yes.
there. Maddie has it in her hand. Would anybody like to have one of these? Yeah. 863 213. Must be present to win. Ending in 213. Let's have another one. There'll be another one there.
All right.
Shaking, baking, microwaving. Here we go. All right. 86323. There we go.
Do you know that she's Padula as well?
You're a Padula?
We're not related, but
Uh-huh.
now there's more of us. Look at that.
They're multiplying. So I understand that you are going to do a make-along.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I tell you what, it's just going to be Rita.
That's so much fun.
Exactly,
Okay.
because I got to go to the airport and I got to take off. But I want to thank all of you all for coming. And Rita, it was good to see you.
It's good to see you
you're coming
too.
down September, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you all want to come down to JTV, do the whole experience, it's the 20th through the 22nd. Now there are fewer than 100 open, but come on down, meet everybody, hang out with us, etc. But I thank you for putting up with me. So now I got to go, okay? Rita, it's all you, baby.
It's all me.
Okay.
It's like a dream come true. Okay. So ladies, in front of you, you have one of our new jigs. Okay, and if anyone saw me walking around and shopping, I was like, oh, you have to go see that new jig. So this is a ring jig. We also have them available for your bracelets as well. Now, I showed you, I demoed before the sticker guidebook, okay? Now, this is like 2.0 of the sticker guidebook, all right? So with this jig that's available at JTV, you're gonna have your guide, okay? That is magnetic. And the backside, you're gonna see channels run across it. Those channels fit your 1/4 inch, okay, and your 3/8 ring. The next level is your bench block, okay? And then on the bottom of your bench block is your rubber pad. Your rubber pad is just to have a sturdy surface and basically you know, not have that much, like to say, noise. It's a detonating device, you know, so it's not so loud on your table if your table's hollow, okay? So you're gonna take this. You could also use these if you purchase the kit on your larger bench block because it's magnetized, all right? But I'm gonna use it on my small. So you're just gonna take that out. Now on your table, you do have your bracelet blank. Right here in that white dress, that's Shannon. Shannon's from Impress Art also, so she's gonna be there to help you guys, all right? Now, the top channel is where your ring is going to slide into, okay? So you're gonna take your ring and place it right into that channel and slide it through, okay? So slide it right through there. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna keep all of your metal straight. You're not gonna get that wonky little rainbow that sometimes if you're stamping too hard, the metal decides to bend because metal does spread, okay? And you're gonna take your letter sets. Now in front of you, you have letter sets. Now, I have my letters marked. Those have green dots on them. Does everybody see those green dots? Okay, as long as that green dot is facing you, you're gonna be stamping in that right direction, okay? So you're gonna pull out your name out of your guides. Can I have another name? Anyone want me to make them a ring? Emma? Irma. Okay, so let's pull out Irma from the box. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slide my ring through. Shannon's gonna come around and just make sure that your ring is centered. I've pulled my letters out. And you're gonna start to stamp. You're gonna use the spaces in between the orange and black lines. Now, your stamp is gonna go inside that channel. So it's basically an adaptive device, so you're not moving, your stamps aren't shaking, and everything is completely lined up. So I'm gonna come in with my U, place it right between the two hash marks, take my hammer, give it a hit. There is no lining up anymore. You're just following the spaces in between those hash marks. And you are completely lined up and even. You're gonna pull that out. I'm gonna color that in because I know it's hard to see, right? Run your enamel marker over it. Lightly dab. Let's try that again. Let that dry a little bit more. So when you're using your enamel, it's just a dry paper towel. Don't put anything on it. All right, you're gonna dab and lightly wipe. And there you have it. All right, it's a little kickback with the light, but there we go. So you could see that you're right in the center, right in the middle. There is nowhere else for you to go. So you no longer have the name where your Y is way up high or your A is on the bottom. That channel is basically an adaptive device that you're just literally hitting and moving on to the next. Now, with those round slots on that jig, it's also for design stamps. So let's say you want to put a 9mm or a 6mm heart on there. You would just move your ring right over to that hole, where that hole is, and just take your design stamp and hit it once. And then you'll have any design you want on that ring. All right? Now to bend these rings, they are adjustable, okay? You're going to come in with your bracelet bending plier. Now you can see that it's already curved to form your ring. You're gonna come in the center, give it a little squeeze. And then you're going to continue around. Now this one is a bypass ring. And it's made to cross in the front. You just follow it around, and now you have that bypass ring with that name right on it. The good thing about these rings is that you could stamp on the front and the back of these. What's really common right now is to have a message on the inside, and then on both sides have initials, okay? And they're just really easy to make, and they look amazing. All right? We do. So for the rings, we have, I don't know, is there a number for these? I think we had them on yesterday. They come in just a band wrap ring, just like that. And then they come with a crossover. So they're expandable. They go as large as a crossover ring could go as large as a size 10, 11. All right? You're welcome. And they're available on JTV. The marker is an enamel. It's a water-based enamel, and it's our formula. So what that enamel marker does is it sinks into the impression, and it stays there. It kind of forms a hard bond in the metal. It's permanent, yes. It's water-based, so it will wash off your hands, but it's formulated to dry inside of that metal. Any other questions? Nothing, Bianca? I love your shirt. You're welcome. The pack of rings. Sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. JM. So it's JM Kit 188 for the rings. So it's a pack of rings. It's brass, copper, aluminum, and alchemy. So the aluminum and alchemy are both silver, but you could definitely feel the difference because the alchemy is more of a pewter, so it's softer. Now, with that being said, you might question, oh, with the alchemy, will it bend? It work hardens as you wear it. So it will get harder, that metal. Also, what's nice about it being adjustable is right now, you can then take it and put it on any finger that you want. And when you are doing a craft show, it's more of like a grab and go usually. If you put just a first initial on it, that's usually the first thing for me, the first thing to go is the ones with initials on it. So it's a good, and it's jeweler's brass and jeweler's copper. Nothing's plated. You can do solderables on it. You can incorporate different stones. Right here, I use them. I like a thick shank ring, so I used it as a base for my soldered ring. Okay, and you could see that. And it's nice because you could add any stamped element to it. All right, you could also use these as a bypass ring and put beads in the center and do your wire wrapping. So that's nice as well. Any other questions? No other questions? Are we good? Okay. All right, guys. For the kit for the rings, the ring. Sorry, hold on one second. Sorry, Sarah. You want me to leave? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys in September if you have signed up for my class. So thank you guys so much for staying with me solo.